Good evening, everyone. We are going to learn about what is Bitcoin and how it works. Once upon a time, we had barter system where the business transaction was exchange of goods. For example, if I have a kg of rice, I can exchange it with 1 kg of wheat, something like that. But there was a problem with this particular system. That is, for example, if I want to swap my house or like storing of rice bags for a long period of time, so they had some issues. Because of this, people started using metals to buy products and also for trading purpose. Again, there was an issue with this. For example, like if I want to do a transaction with a 10 kilograms or like 10 kg of gold, I need to take that particular gold to other place, like to that particular transaction village or town, wherever it is. So this was an issue and it was resolved by the paper currency. So the countries started to print paper currencies according to their gold reserves. After many years, this became a failure model. People started using the paper money for all purpose. So the country gave value for those currencies, and this is how they started to print various paper money with different values like 1 rupee, 2 rupee, or 5 rupees, 100 rupees, like that. And the government has approved this paper money. This is the reason why people called it as currency. So this is the actual life cycle how the money came into place. Now, for example, if I work and earn money, which I give it to my friend, when I transfer this money to my friend, I have to pay a fee to the government, like a processing fee to a government, right? Or, for example, if I'm going to transfer some money to my friend who lives in abroad, so there will be a huge amount of processing fee which will be charged by the respective banks or government. So there are some issues involved in it, and there are a group of people who monitor our transaction. Each and every transaction will be monitored by a group, and this is called a centralized system. So many people believe that this system is invading their privacy. Like it is violating the privacy. So they raised a question: can they create a new money world that will not invade our privacy? Here comes the answer for that. In 2008, they released a white paper. Through this white paper method, we obtain Bitcoin. So, this was the actual reason behind the Bitcoin. So, we have discussed the reason behind the creation of Bitcoin. After gaining in depth knowledge, we can understand the pros and cons and decide whether to trade on it or not, like whether we can do share market business and all with this. So we need to get some idea about it, right? So you can search in Google regarding Bitcoin. You'll get a lot of results, but I will try to explain in an easy way so that you can understand, right? So I'll start with an example. I'm sending an email to my friend with my photo attached. He can keep it or he can forward it to his friend. Say, for example, he forwarded it to his friend. Now, there are three copies of photos. One is with me, one is with my friend, and the other one with his friend. So there are three copies. In same fashion, say I have rupees 100. I have forwarded to my friend Charan. He will forward it to his friend Srinu. Now, Srinu will forward it to Prithvi. So there are three copies of hundreds. So that is overall 300 rupees. So you cannot purchase a product or a service for rupees 300, which actual original value was rupees 100, right? This situation is called like a fake currency. So because when this we'll compare this with a Bitcoin now. When this is a situation, how are we believing a Bitcoin? So people believed in paper money because government approved it. It is a faith. We blindly believe or follow our government, because if you see there it says governor will be governor signed currencies. So when this faith becomes max, it becomes Bitcoin. So in 2008 to 2009, in between this time span, a person published a white paper The creator says that this currency is not controlled by a centralized system or an individual or a group. This currency will be a general currency for all. This currency is called Bitcoin. In 2009, Bitcoin was introduced to the world. So it was in 2009. Many people take the decision of recognizing this currency, but at the time the Bitcoin value was zero. So when people started recognizing it, the actual value was rupees zero. That is in 2009. So again, we'll go with an example. Say for example, if someone gives me 5 bitcoins, I will send that 5 bitcoins to my friend. He will send that 5 bitcoins to another friend. How did the first person receive the bitcoin? So this is a question. And this leads to another question. How was the first Bitcoin created? So now the technology comes to come to play. Before that, again, we'll go through some information. Regarding the gold and metal we discussed earlier. In order to gather that, we do mining, right? So they dig up a mine, refine the mineral sand, and then they will find the gold. In same fashion, they have used the word mining for Bitcoin, and it is called, the process of getting Bitcoin is called Bitcoin mining, or it is also called cryptocurrency mining. This they use one technology to create. This is called blockchain technology. So the technology to create the Bitcoin is called blockchain technology. Getting back to my example, the 5 bitcoins given is recorded in a ledger. This accounting ledger is not under the control of anyone. Say I have rupees 10,000 in my account. RBI can trace 50 to 60% from where I have, from where I received this money. So they can trace the number of paper money which I have in my account. Say if I have a debt to a shopkeeper, say a shopkeeper name is Suman, and I need to give some lakhs of rupees to Suman. Suman cannot check my account, my bank account, but only the government can do that because it's a centralized system. So the government officials can retrieve the bank details, balance, my CIBIL score can be viewed by them. So this is the centralized system. Exactly opposite to that is called decentralized system. The decentralized system will allow anyone to look into my account. This is the reason behind the creation of Bitcoin. The purpose is not to believe anyone, for that matter, government or individual, corporates, business owners, because as I mentioned, people do not want their privacy to be violated. For that reason, they have come up with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is a decentralized system. Freedom for all is the Bitcoin motto, and we can say that the next generation currency is cryptocurrency. So I have given 5 bitcoins to my friend, which is recorded in the ledger, and my friend give that 5 bitcoins to another friend. Like Ramesh gives it to Srinu, Srinu gives it to Prithvi. So in this way, this will create a block of data. This data is only have a sender and a receiver. Okay, so when various use of Bitcoin, new ledgers will be formed, and this is called blockchain technology. So the blockchain will have the sender information, receiver information, and how many coins are there in that particular blockchain. This block of data in the technology, they are for example, say like there are 10 computers and 10 computers have the data related to blockchain. So all this data will be in public. So now again a question arises, can everyone see another person's Bitcoin numbers? The answer is no, because this is blocked by a technology called hashing. Example, in Facebook, say if I'm using another person's profile picture, like for example, say actor Vijay, I'm using his profile picture. If I do that, Facebook will send me a warning regarding the duplicate account. So how Facebook within seconds they are comparing the image and sending a warning message. The technology behind that is called hashing, and the same technology is used in Bitcoin. There are various methods of hashing. Example of one method is like SHA, like S for Sam, H for Hotel, A for Alpha, SHA 128 or SHA 256, and many more methods. For computer science engineering students will know more about this. So using this hashing, the cryptocurrency, blockchain and Bitcoin works, and this hashing is the data ledger. In a block, there may be many strings. These strings will be in hexadecimal format, which involves a lot of mathematical and algorithm process. So in this process, how will the first Bitcoin be created is a question. I mean, like how the first Bitcoin was created. So in simple way, I'll answer. Bitcoin is just a software which you run like an algorithm. You'll get an output. This output is changed into blocks. When a block is created, one Bitcoin will be created, and this Bitcoin is sent to the other person. When it is sent to other person, Bitcoin is created. I mean, like again, one more Bitcoin is created. So we cannot. I'll ask a question here. How many tons of gold can we discover on Earth? We cannot answer this question, right? Because gold can be discovered anywhere in the world. But in Bitcoin, they can only create 21 million Bitcoins. This is the source code of the software. As I mentioned initially, a software was created, and this software can only create up to 21 million Bitcoins. So only 2 crores of Bitcoins can be created. These 2 crores will be created within Feb 2140. So now it is 2022. So after 120 years from now, all Bitcoins will be created. One may ask a question that how many Bitcoins have been created till now. The answer for that is 1 crore 87 lakhs 49,318.75 Bitcoins is created till date, till this time. Now if you have a high-end computer or good equipments, it will take 5 years for you to create one Bitcoin. So a common person cannot create a Bitcoin. It's like a complex algorithm and mathematics, as I mentioned. So please understand this concept. It will take some time for this. In future, I'll try to add few more videos related to this about the technology inside it, like more about hashing, block technology and all. So it will give you much idea about it. Thank you.